What is up, everybody? This is Alex with Shōnan Flow, and for the sake of transparency, this is the second fucking time I'm doing this. There's this stupid ass camera with some weird contrast thing going on, and it was a nightmare. The PlayStation actually looked brand new, but couldn't really read anything, and it's just... I'm just going to do it again, because this video might actually get watched for the sake of the trick I'm going to show, but I just wanted to show real quick the pretty cool thing that I got. I didn't put these away. I got another PsOne system and an off-brand third-party screen for $1 each, and then I got the actual PsOne screen. This is my actual PsOne that we bought brand new, but I got the actual screen. The only thing with this one is the hinge is damaged, so it doesn't hold, which is why it's sitting on my glorious beer, which you'll see in a minute. But it does work. Let me actually... Oh, before I do that, I didn't want to mention, so it's pretty cool. It just plugs into the back of your PlayStation. This one does. You put your DC 7.5 volt in there. There's a microphone audio jack, 2 screws, which I found one, and then took one out of my Nintendo and then just screwed it in there, so that'll do. Keeps it in place. And then your AV multi out. This one, the AV actually plugs right in, so you don't have to worry about it. The other one, it has to come in and plug out, which is pretty stupid and redundant, but that one has issues. You can see some idiot taped it with Scotch tape. So there's a lot of things I got to do, and then the PlayStation itself, the port is kind of loose. It needs to be fixed, but they do both work. But this one thankfully did work in its entirety. Then you got an AV in there. Said the AV multi out. But it does work. Let me... And I apologize if I end up hitting my screen. I am editing one of the other videos that we just did. But anyways, there we go. Hopefully that looks okay. But yeah, what we're gonna do for y'all is try to teach you. Now this should turn on. Pretty cool, huh? So what we're gonna teach y'all is how to make a Japanese or any kind of foreign game or burn disc, wherever, play on an American system. Now you're thinking, well, wait, is that a problem? It actually is a problem. Old cartridges, ROM cartridges, not that big of a deal. This is a Nintendo cartridge. This is the Legend of Zelda, the infamous, or the not infamous, the famous Legend of Zelda, and then that's its port. This is also a Famicom cartridge, which is the same damn thing as a Nintendo. It's the same generation, but it's a Japanese version of it. And as you can see, they aren't the same. Easy enough to prevent people from playing games from one console to the other. And then ROMs in general, ROM cartridges in general, are difficult to copy as it is. However, CDs is a different matter, because a Japanese CD is exactly the same as an American CD. There's no difference. So instead, what's important here, we're going to need that in a second, is understanding what our little laser is noticing and how it prevents one region from understanding the other. So, no real difference between the American and the Japanese CD, especially in this generation. They're all the black style ones. Pretty dope. However, the data that is written on this laser, the very first thing it reads is going to be a code that says one of 3 things. It's going to say SCEA, which is this, and that is Sony Corporation Entertainment of America. If you have a PAL system and European games, it'll say SCEE, which is Sony Computer Entertainment of Europe. And then the Japanese games are going to say SCEI, which is Sony Corporation Entertainment Incorporated. If you've ever noticed, in fact, we'll do it right here. I'm going to put this in, start it up, and I want you to pay close attention. And remember this, this is the white load screen, there's a black load screen, because that's going to be important with this. But you'll see right down here, SCEA. Hopefully you can see that. And that's telling the system that this is a game that it is allowed to play based on this system. The trick is to make the system seem to think it's playing that game. Oh, probably should zoom back out. The trick is to make the game or the system seem to think it's playing this game while actually playing this game. Once you get past the code, the rest of all the games are similar. So let's say this was a Japanese version of Spec Ops, what, Ranger Elite or whatever? Yeah, Ranger Elite. It's all the same. It's just that initial code you have to get past. It's kind of like in those video games where you knock out a guard and you have to use their hand on a biometrics thing, put their hand on the thing. It's the same concept. So, how do you do that? Well, there's a couple things you need. First, you need an American disc. I highly recommend using a game you don't care a lot about. It's not that I don't like Spec Ops, it's just too fucking hard. And I have a couple Spec Ops games anyways. I keep putting fucking thumbprints on it. A lot of thumbprints on it. Look at that. Jeez. This is not good for your system. Apparently people have been doing this for like 20 years, so maybe I'm not giving this PlayStation 1 enough credit. The other thing too, this style where you can lift up the lid is necessary. I believe the PS2 Slim you can do this, and I'm pretty certain the original PlayStation you can do this with. I see a lot of people use the PS1s. I think they survived the damage all of us as kids put on them, but it has to be this style. It cannot be a slide-in one like the PS2 and whatnot, because you need to be able to access this thing, which we'll talk about right now. This is one of the most important parts of this whole trick. So, let me zoom in on you. There we go. So, as you can see, when I push down on this button, well, you kind of see it. See if I can get it. There we go. That's a much better view. So you see that little guy that's moving in and out? That's good and all, but that's not that big of an issue. It's that little button underneath, right there. Because, if you look up, this pushes down into that and causes the system to recognize that it's closed and it's safe to play a game. So, zoom back out again. If I try to turn on the system right now, this doesn't spin. This turns on, but this thing does not want to spin at all. Okay? I can even prove it to you because we'll shut that off. Pop that in and turn it on. If that thing is not closed, this CD will not spin. It'll just open up like that. Okay? To nullify that, you can use something as simple, I think I use this side, as a piece of paper. I actually just use a piece of paper and just fold it up again and again. Some people use toothpicks. As long as it fits into that little slot, and make sure it goes all the way down in there, because if it's not all the way down there, then it won't work. And you do have a bit of space to work with. Don't try to go like too big on it, but you'll see right here there is still quite a bit of space between those two pieces. And if we pushed it down enough, it should spin. And there you go. So, first step, make sure that you have a piece of paper in there that'll hold that down and spin it around. Next thing is there's a 4-part system. I need some beer. Hold on. Let me get some beer in me. Oh yeah, cheap beer. Oh, thank you for not spilling over my $100-some-odd keyboard that I've been using for 1,000 years. Great keyboard, by the way. DOS keyboard. Right there. I'm gonna do a plug-in for them. DOS keyboard. Best fucking keyboards ever. Tactile. That's how I graduated college, was using that bastard. That and beer. No joke. Okay, anyways. So, the next thing is we're going to go through the 4-step process. Again, 4-step process. So, first is this loading screen right here. The white screen. The legendary, iconic Sony LCD screen that I'm sure a lot of kids like me. So, and then this is the black screen. Okay? White screen, black screen. Those are important. I'll try to do this as slow as I can. It's hard to do because that's not how this works. But when you put the original USA game in, you load it up, push the button, and that white screen's going to come up. As soon as that white screen goes away and the black screen's going to start up, I'm going to grab that. And you want to have it at the ready. You're going to slap that game. I guess I'll go this. Actually, I'll go this way. You're going to slap this game in. You're going to take out this one. Boom. Boom. This is going to speed up. It's going to be kind of hard to see, but it's going to speed up. Okay? As soon as it slows down, you're going to yank this bad boy out. Slap this one back in again. Hopefully the black loading screen is still showing the PlayStation logo. As soon as that PlayStation logo disappears, you gotta slap this one back in again. The fastest exchange is gonna be between that 3rd step and that 4th step. So we're gonna go one at a time. So first things first, step 1, and we'll go to step 2. Step 3 is where we're gonna. So step 1, you keep your hand there. You're gonna wait for this to go all the way to black. And you need to be really quick with the exchange too, by the way. Okay, so that's going to go there. Now watch this disc. It's going to speed up. There it is. It's speeding up. And when it slows down, right there, now we're going to go there. And as soon as that black screen ends, we're going to go right back to there. And if we did it right, it should pop up. There you go. Sunsoft. Don't believe me? Sunsoft. Definitely don't see a Sunsoft on there. So, do it again. One more time. We will go through. First step is easy. It's literally the screen. That's the easy part. So, as soon as this changes to black, gotta yank it out. Okay. I'll show you the. Okay, so that goes over there. Now watch this. So it's going to speed up, speed up, speed up, speed up, speed up, and then see it slows. As soon as it slows right there, you yank it out. Okay? That's the next step. And then the last step, or the next step, obviously, is... turn that on again. Once it slows down, you pop that one back in, and then when the screen turns black. So that you have the cues on the screen. The hard part is seeing that fast spin and then slow spin. So again, pay attention closely without my nasty... Oh, shoot. Sorry. Without having to see my big ass hands in the way. But if you can see it, watch for that slowing down. That's the key thing. So we're going to white screen, step 1, with your American disc. As soon as it changes, okay, that goes in. Wait for it to speed up. Wait for it to slow down. And as soon as that screen changes black, you gotta go right back in. That's the hard part, is it's gotta be quick. But we got it. There we go. Sunsoft. That is the soft trick. And then let me hook up a controller and to show you it does work. Yomaru. Zoom in. Pachinko. Oh, I don't want to go through all that stuff. But it obviously it works. I don't want to have to set up everything again. Oh, where the hell my memory card went, by the way. It's driving me nuts. But anyways, there you go. That is the legendary swap trick. So again, you need the game you want to play, whether it's burned, European, Japanese, doesn't matter. You need that. You need a region-specific game for you. So if you're in Europe, you need a PAL game. If you're in Japan, you need I guess an NTSCJ, and then if you're in the United States, you need an NTSC-UC game. Whatever game you know works, you need the game that you want to try to play. You need a piece of paper or some object that can push that down and hold it into place without blocking the CD. And then and you don't need this, by the way. You can use a TV and everything like that. This is just easier to deal with. And some little know-how and some quick hands. And there you go. You can play. You can basically. Whoa! Again. Region unlock. Oh, that sucks. Well, we're gonna have to do that again. Region unlock. Everything. So pretty nifty. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Jesus is Lord. I don't got enough space in this room anymore. But anyways, hopefully that was educational, and I just wanted to show off the PlayStation 1 built-in, well, not built-in, but the screen that can go with this thing. It's pretty cool. But as always, keep it smooth and keep it flow. I'm glad I was able to put this in one video, because I was going to post something else, but like this thing was wider than this. It was pretty awful. You couldn't see shit. But we'll see you all in the next video. Until then, Coach!